Moving on with Vinegar Syndrome's Homegrown Horrors Volume 2 set, we have Dead Girls from 1990, and I will just say I loved this film. Right from the start it had me hooked. It was something a little bit different and something that I was super interested in. It should be said the transfer is pretty good on this. There are some artifacts across the way, probably just damage to the film. There is some audio issues, but nothing took me out of the film. I really enjoyed this one. We have a group, a rock band called the Dead Girls. These women who kind of kill themselves on stage every night, who sing songs about suicide. And we kind of follow our main character, whom sister at the start of this one seems to have formed a cult, who may have tried to kill herself.
We have no choice in life except to get out.
We don't know if it's a dream or if it's reality, until she gets a letter proclaiming that her sister almost died at her own hands, and she decides to go back to her hometown to see her sister, to see if she can help her recuperate and kind of help her mend on the way, because they don't have any parents, these two girls. There are guardians, and they guardians are kind of shook up because the sister has come back onto the scene, because the sister is taking her other sister away, because they have control over inheritance, the finances, the house.
They're going to throw us out.
Don't worry, there are ways of interfering with plans like that.
There are a few people at the start of this who are disgruntled to see our character back in town, who are perturbed that she is there, and they may lose their home and their income because she is back. So we have lots of people who are kind of angry and mad, almost fueled to a murderous rage.
You may not care very much about your reputation, but I sure as hell care about mine.
But there is also a little bit of a supernatural element as well at the start, with the sister dreaming what has happened, with the ghostly version of the sister coming and haunting her. It had this aspect that leaned into supernatural just a little bit, and then we are given an absolute treat when we are introduced to a slasher. We find someone who is putting on a skull mask, who is now going to kill people of the band in accordance with their rock songs about suicide, leaving the lyrics as something to kind of haunt them after they die. It's so much fun. There were so many characters that I really enjoyed here, and I feel that they were fully fledged characters as well. We get their personas at the start of this, and as the movie goes on, we strip away the various layers to see what drives these characters, really.
Come on, scram, vamoose, pregnancy out of here. Some heavy-duty drinking's about to commence, and it's gonna be so long.
There are some particularly fun moments, and although the kills are rather low-key, they're not as bloody, violent, or full of fantastic special effects as I would normally love in my kind of slashers, I had a great time watching this. It was just so much fun. The way it has a properly constructed story, the way it has so many red herrings at the start of the film, where you're trying to figure out who's possibly going to become this murderer. The aspect of the supernatural element just added a different flavour to it as well. And although it's the simple tale of a group of people going to a house to stay and being picked off one by one, it felt fresh, it was interesting and fun, primarily because of the characters that I really enjoyed in this one. Kills are good and plentiful, the story is rich, the ending somewhat fitting, somewhat a little unsatisfying, kind of. Yeah, this is one I'll go back to. A really fun slasher movie with Moonstalker, which was pretty great, Dead Girls, which was better, and now on to Hanging Heart, which will be the third entry. If this one is just decent, good, this is a fantastic box set. Just now, 2 out of 3, I'm very happy with picking this one up. Here we are in the disc for Dead Girls. Let's go to the audio setup. We have the original mono soundtrack with English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing. We've got a commentary with director, editor and the writer co-producer, and a commentary with Hysteria Continues. We have Dead Girls Rock, looking back at Dead Girls, a making of documentary with the cast and crew. This is another fantastic documentary. 1 hour, 32 minutes and 44 seconds. You've got the filmmakers and people who were in the movie talking about the influence of Italian films, how they kind of made their 3 movies back to back almost, full of fantastic tidbits, anecdotal stories, terrific. Another amazing feature-length documentary, and we have the still gallery as well. And that is the disc for Dead Girls. I would love to know your thoughts on Dead Girls if you've watched it as yet. Are you going to buy it later on? Do you have it? When you're going to check it out? Have you seen it already? Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. We can have a little chit chat about our favourite deaths if you want. Don't forget to hit this video with a like because I really appreciate it. There's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you are interested. In the description box below are links to the Patreon, membership programme, manvfilm.com, all ways in which you can support this channel, which would be greatly appreciated. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.